Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a special edition of The Vibe. It's like I am right now substitute host Jack. And with me is DJ Kiddo and what is it again?
DJ Nana.
And we have a live band in studio right now. Let's just get it over with. It's like, let everybody know who you guys are. So,
we are kr8erfase.
Cool.
And we're from Elyria, Ohio. We play metal, goth rock, and some grunge.
Nice.
So,
Cool. Nice.
Right. This guy over here, say hello.
Hello.
Fudge around.
Fudge around.
This is my guitarist, Dylan Hale. We call him Fudge Around because he pitches fudge rounds out to the audience. So, and that's my drummer over there. His name's Pony.
Hi.
So, yeah, that's just about it. I mean, for introductions. So,
Yeah. So, one of the things is like I want to know is like what got you guys into, what brought you guys together, deciding to put a band together.
This is quite a few years ago. We started out in different bands. I'll let Dylan explain his part, but as for me and Pony, we started out in, what was it, 95?
1990.
1990. And we started playing here and there, doing stuff together, and eventually we got into this one band, and we were doing pretty good, and then some things went down, and we had to break up, and these guys continue on with the band. I stayed kind of just by myself for a while, and then about 3 years ago, Pony gets a hold of me, and he's like, hey man, we should like get together and practice and just do some stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. And we got together, hung out, and for a while we just remained a little two-piece trying to put some stuff together. And a friend of ours by the name of John Tallman came along, and he played with us for a while. He played keyboards, and so for a while it was drums, bass, and keyboards, with me kind of just trying to bring the whole bass sound in where John kind of just did all the fill-ins. Then after a while, we had a female bassist. Her name was Mo. She guitarist. She came in and she hung out with us for a while. And after a little time, we started getting a sound together. And so I contacted Guerrilla Music, a friend of mine. Well, actually, they contacted us, and then I got back in with them. And one thing led to another, and the first thing we ever did was we did this Battle of the Band show. Well, it worked pretty good for a while, and things were going pretty smooth. And so we had to part ways with our guitarist Mo, and it was good, good times, and we moved on. And before that completely happened, though, we ran across Dylan, and Dylan was a friend of mine. We used to work together at this freaking restaurant, Midway Diner, and it was it was something else. But anyways,
Good times.
yeah, something like that. But we kind of hung out together and we did stuff, and just cheese and talked about music a lot. And I was like, dude, do you play? And he's like, yeah, I play. And we lost track of each other for about a year. And one day I see him uptown and I'm like, dude, I got a band going on. We're called kr8erfase. I'd like you to get into it. And one thing led to another. He came over, we hung out, we practiced, and here he is. And now we're a power trio.
Gave him 3 days to learn 6 songs, went out and did a show.
Yeah, it was the Battle of the Bands, the second,
Right.
because we made it past the first round, we got to the second round, and there he was.
Been there ever since.
Right. But he was with previous bands. Well, it was kr8er, correct?
I played a couple live shows with kr8er. I was probably not a member of the band, but I played live shows for him in all for about 6 months. And then I had my own band, which was a metal band, nothing like this, from 7th grade till about 4 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We opened Ozfest in 04 and 05.
Wow, that's really great.
It wasn't... I mean, we were the first... We weren't on a stage. We played the parking lot when everybody got there. Still, 700-800 people there. 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, all right. And then after that, disbanded. I ran into him again and then started doing this.
We've been together for what?
Almost a year.
Almost a year now.
January 23rd will be a year.
Us ourselves, as kr8erfase, we've been together since what? October, when we officially named the band. Pretty sure it was like October.
Actually, we had a couple bands, Mr. Sinister, and then
God knows what else. But anyways, yeah.
And then kr8erfase came along and stuff, and
that's where we've been at
probably
since.
October 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're on an anniversary.
Oh, and you're spending it with us. That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, actually, we want to thank you guys for this opportunity. This is new to us in this respect. Like, we've done radio shows before, but this is our first college, so you guys broke our virginity in college. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does that usually happen at college?
That was cool. She was like,
What was you doing in college?
all right.
Okay.
And then
Moving on.
and my side of the board just got very, very silent all across.
He's just like, dude.
Question: Why kr8erfase?
The reason why we call ourselves kr8erfase is because the three of us have been through the downward spiral in life in some parts, and you know, we can all look at ourselves and say, yeah, you know, the mirror kind of said, hey, you know, sometimes it's your fault. And I came up with the name because it was a personal preference towards myself, and Pony, when I talked to him about it, he liked it, and he was like, you know, he's like, I can relate. and when I explained it to Dylan, he said the same thing. He said, you know, we've all been a kr8erfase once in our lives, to where we've either been kicked around or pushed around by bullies or something, you know, just because you like, you know, sometimes like we role play a lot, you know, like D&D and stuff like that, and yeah, that's nerdy.
Yeah, we're nerds.
Yeah, yeah. Magic the Gathering and all that good stuff.
He's coming out. He's like,
Yeah. There's a lot of Magic the Gathering tournaments down the hall.
See, my people.
You will see
Was
them.
it
Yeah.
2 weekends ago? We had NeonCon here. NeonCon.
Yeah, we had,
We had like
Nice.
AnimeCon here in
Oh,
Lakeland.
smooth.
It was awesome. I was
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you should really see how many Magic the Gathering cards that we have. We have
Yeah.
about a 1,600 box full of probably about 2,000
And we need a new
cards.
box. We need
Right? because you're standing there and you're going like, oh my god, the crack's running low. The crack's running low.
gotta go buy some more.
You're like, where's the new set? The new set.
So if you go like right across the hallway to, it's like the study lounge, you will see like almost every other day. It's like there's like 5 or 6 it's like guys literally standing around a table. They're all playing. It's like, and the funny thing is though, they're all playing each other. It's, literally, it's every man for himself, and it's just insane.
They're like
Or there's
group
multiple
battles.
games going on.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm telling you, man, you tapped. You didn't have that mana. Dude's like, whatever, man. You know, I'm done, man. Gets up, slams his cards, goes walking off. Then realizes he left 2 $50 cards, so he has to go back, pick them up, look like a fool, and walk
Oh,
away.
That happens a little more often than people
Right.
admit.
You guys are just like, oh man. But yeah, that was the whole thing with kr8erfase, man. It was just, you know, we're all kr8erfase, and somebody needs to represent that. So why not a bunch of freaking losers like us? And we're like, yeah, why not? And so, I mean, I don't know. That's how it goes.
And who's the songwriter between you guys?
It's mostly me. Well, mostly me and Dylan, because like it started out with me doing all the early music, like Dolled Up and all that
Lyrically,
stuff.
Junior. Music, probably Junior. Dylan.
Pony just kind of says, "I like this."
I'm the backbone.
But like lately, like a lot of the songs that we've done, I'll do like a lot of the lyrics, but like I'll be over to his house and we'll just be sitting down jamming, and like the next thing you know, he'll start plucking out this freaking chord, and I'm like, "Ooh, I like that. What is that?" He's like, "Oh." So we'll start playing around with it, and next thing you know, man, we'll come up with this song. So basically, Dylan starts out this like foundation of it, and then it just builds from there. Most of the time, that's how it's been. But at first, it was all me and Pony just kind of sitting around doing the same thing. So now it's a nice little collab, and I enjoy it because he's my brother. So you know, yeah, whatever.
It's gotten a lot heavier.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
All right, Jack.
What?
Any question?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. But like you guys said, it's like you play like grunge and alternative and heavy metal.
Yeah.
It's like, so it was like what were like some of your guys' influences? And it's like when like songwriting.
Alice in Chains is probably one of the biggest ones we have. It can range anywhere from Nirvana to heck, the Shins. I like, for me,
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, Broken Social Scene, friggin' Fear Factory, Rob Zombie, White Zombie, Godsmack, friggin' even local music. Like we love a lot of the the local music we hear. Like friggin' Dr. Dreadful. Oh my God, they're awesome. Olathia, who you got on the wall over there, they're amazing.
Yeah.
And Not Your Cinderella, they're good, really good friends of ours. All those people, and even classical music. Like we'll sit down and like I was like, dude, this, you heard of Hans Zimmer? He's like, no. I'm like, dude, you got to hear this, man. This is amazing, Or like Navarus from friggin' The Matrix. All that music, it just feeds into that vibe we get, and that soul, that passion. It just like drives us like, dude, let's get epic on this, And that's how we came up with a lot of that through like Seventh Gear and Dolled Up and friggin' Pedro and all those, man. All those songs we do, they're influenced by all those guys, and we try to represent that in everything. Like with my voice on one, I'll think of Buzz from the Melvins, and I'll be like, I'll get into that, or maybe I'll think of something from freaking Pantera the next, and I'll scream like that. And I try to represent everybody that's ever influenced me in a way that I can pay homage to somehow. And I don't know, being unique is cool than being the mainstream all the time.
Being you, being us.
I don't speak for you guys on that. I don't. I'll let you guys speak on that. Dylan, though, he's more
metal than grunge. Yeah. Way more metal than grunge. But I dig it because you don't hear it no more. And that's why I'm playing it. Enjoying playing it and making it heavier, but still keeping to that grunge vibe of all of it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like to play.
That's good. Have you guys done any like collabs or anything with any of like the local bands, or you want to like collaborate in something, make like big plans coming or anything like that?
We've collaborated with Mathematics.
Yep.
Really?
Mathematic, he's a good friend of ours. Him and Dave Langford. Shout out to those guys. Love you.
DJ
And
Thinks.
yeah, DJ Thinks. And they, I talked to them once, and they came, it was like around, and we started working on this song called Wreck It. And that's online on SoundCloud if you guys want to hear it. And I love that, man. That was so cool. And
Getting ready to go in the studio with Not Your Cinderella.
Yeah, do something with them. An acoustic thing that we're working on together. It's like all together doing that. And then we're talking to Alathea.
I totally forgot to tell you. My bad. I talked to Chris the other day and asked her if she wanted to do a cover as well. So
Yeah. I thought you were like trailing off on something. I'm like, dude, we're in the middle of an interview, and you're gonna talk about like, dude, you know what I was thinking the other day? He's like,
I forgot to shut my garage door too.
Dude.
No, I have to let you listen to the song that we're doing. I forgot about that. We're actually thinking about covering a Snot song.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a band called Snot.
I think I have.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Is there any like spoilers? Come on, please.
The song that we're covering is called Mr. Brett,
Oh, okay.
and it's with Snot and Biff Naked. So that's why we picked her to do the female vocal part of it, and we're just gonna make it heavier because that was her advice, is to make it heavier. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Alathea is pretty cool. She's
She
brings pride into women in rock and roll
Yeah.
nowadays, man. And that's cool.
She has a good voice. I
Yeah.
like her voice.
I really love how she uses her voice more than anything else about her to generate what she does on stage, and that's just, to me, that's...
And
I
the
know, her and
energy,
her
like she
boobs.
brings
Yes.
us solely. Like
Yeah,
she feels like she has her own aura or something.
And you look at her and you're like, did she just hit those notes, dude, for real?
I know.
It's like, I'm like, kind of do that, that
Yeah.
South Park thing we took here. Go, really? See, you knew where I was coming
Yeah.
from. Really? You're just like, wow. Yeah, she's cool, man. But yeah, that's what we've been collabing with so far. And the other thing is me and Matt, like I said, we're doing a new collab with Matt, and that's going to be working on something soon. So
that's more of a metal grunge hip hop collab.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what Metomatics is, because he does hip hop. So that's what.
where we provide the metal and the grunge to back it up. So.
Record came out really good actually. So we figured why not continue with that and see what we can come up with.
All right.
So it's like it's like you guys got your instruments ready. So it's like you guys are looking like you're pretty itching to like at least like play a little bit. So
Do whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys can
Forget your bongos.
I can always run out and get the rototops.
No, you're not.
You have to walk back up that hill. What do you want to do first? Want to do thorns first?
Yeah, let's warm up the thorns. Whatever. Did you bring your tea? Get a sip of your tea real quick, please. Your throat's okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting a drink of tea just so my throat isn't dry.
And then you snag it.
No, I'm just gonna put it there.
You're never gonna see it
Yeah.
again.
Never, ever. Ever again.
There's a speedway on the way out.
You gonna buy me a tea?
What?
Dude. He's like, I got it on air, you mooching on air.
Mooch, mooch, mooch.
Alright, this song we'll do is it's called Thorns and Needles. It's something we're debuting for you guys tonight. So it's not normally what we do. Like if you go online, it's either Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, and look us up, which is kr8erfase. And you hear what we're doing there. It's not sounding like what we're doing in here, but we wanted to just kind of relax tonight. Because I don't know about these guys, I'm a little nervous. So. It's called Thorns and Needles. Watching the clock, it strikes 1. I'm waiting for the morning sun. I am staring in my mind to see you one last time. And now I'm looking down the way. I see you in my eyes, and I am passing through my dreams, and I find and I see my vacancies into my life. I blindly flee, and to you I commit my pain on a bed that I have made. And now I'm pacing the floor to see you once more, and looking away I see the dawn, it's rising. I will carry carry on, yeah. I'll carry on. Take me down, don't let me swim as I try to. I shall begin to find my way back home someday on a bed that I have made. On a bed I lay, yeah. On a bed I lay. The clock strikes 6 a.m. The dawn is in my room. Thank you.
Oh, you even clapped?
Well, that was good. He is the backbone, he said, so that's
Right.
why. That's why.
There's your beat, right?
That was awesome. I
Thank
really
you.
liked it.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really good. I actually I actually like the emotion you bring when you're performing. That's I think that's like barely seen nowadays sometimes. So that's props for you for doing that. That's just
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's pretty personal. So yeah.
Yeah. Seems.
So, yeah. Do another one where you play guitar for a change.
For a change, you're doing it for a change.
Yeah, but not here.
Hmm?
Not here.
Do you guys have like an EP out or like anything like recorded like that?
Yeah.
Out there or anything?
Actually, we have a lot on SoundCloud. I was gonna bring you up our demo disc called Sounds of the Underground, but I totally like a dork left it in the car.
Oh, did you guys hear that? That's the sound of my heart breaking because you forgot it.
I'm sorry, my bad, dude. I know. I thought personally, like it was just Pony's back over there just doing the crack, but no.
It's me.
I'm sorry, dude.
Wow.
My bad. I know it was pretty freaking lame. It's like I was looking at myself, going, "Yeah, dude, you forgot the important thing, man." It's just like, oh, dude. That's a bummer. So, but next month we are releasing our debut EP, which will be called Paroxysm, and that'll be a 9 to 10 track EP. We haven't decided we're going to throw the extra track, which will be Thorns and Needles, on that yet, but more than likely will, because considering the only thing we use in it is the bass and my vocals. So I'm thinking we're going to throw it on there. But if you're looking for any of our music, which we don't mind, and like I said, I want to stress again that what you hear online
It's not what you're hearing.
it's not what you hear now. Like we do
And
a
what
lot.
you hear online isn't what you hear at the show.
Yeah, so yeah, we do a show. It's like we get a little bit more
Yeah, you get
into it.
more,
So
and it's a lot heavier at the shows
right,
than it does on anything on the internet.
right. So when if you go take a listen to us, just kind of ease into it, knowing that wow, that's a little different. So
Yeah, yesterday I was here for a little bit and I was like, I heard your guys' stuff that you have like on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we were looking into and I liked it. You guys have a pretty unique sound to whatever you bring to the table and
Thank
that's
you.
good.
Thank you. Yeah, we try, man. We don't.
We try.
Yeah, we don't claim to be the best at what we're doing, but we've gained 600 plus fans,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
yeah, and we have over 1,500 off of Reverb Nation, and we are close to 1,000 on. Or no, we are over 1,000 on Twitter. Hold on.
600
And
48.
yeah,
648.
And it's we're very, 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 very proud of every person that has taken the opportunity to listen to us, to hear what we do, to what we bring to the table. We love every one of you guys, and I know that's really cliche or really muddy or whatever you want to call it, but it's true, man. Like every person that has taken that chance to be like, okay, I'll like them, and to be part of that, man, that's really a strong community, and we really, really, really appreciate you guys for that. Seriously.
Do you guys want to throw your Twitter stuff and Facebook stuff out there just for the people watching on the
Yeah.
stream?
We're on Facebook, www.facebook.com/kr8erfase, kr8erfase, and that /kr8erfase also goes for Reverb Nation, for Twitter, and for SoundCloud. And on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation is our music, like if you want to go and listen to it. Twitter is where you can keep up with us to, see what new... We don't really post a lot of, like, our thoughts or anything on there. It's mostly we use it for the, like,
Music.
flyers and stuff and that and the music that we release. And Facebook's pretty much where we like to get on there and bullshit and all that good stuff. I'm sorry. BS and stuff like that. And, I'm sorry, God.
Get out. No, I'm kidding. Get out now, dude.
It's not after 10.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. But that's where you can find us, and just stop by, say hey.
We just got them all fired.
Dude,
We're fired. It's our...
yeah, I heard that earlier. Like it was pretty funny. There was this couple that come walking around the corner, and Tim was like, "You guys are fired." And the one girl was like, "Dude, that's like the 10th time I was fired this week, man." He didn't say nothing. He's just like, "Rah, rah, rah." He just walking away. It's just like, okay, I get it, man. It's pretty funny. So yeah, that's where we can be reached. So and
YouTube as well. YouTube has our shows.
yeah, you can actually watch us play live on YouTube, like
So
stuff
if
we
you really want to
recorded.
hear how we are, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
First.
Also,
first, go on YouTube first.
right, yeah, right. But we got a show coming up this Saturday at Chippers out in Youngstown, and it's called the Slippin' Insider Show and it's presented by Supporting Your Local Music, who is one of the people that I stay connected with on my page called the Elyria Northeast Ohio Underground Music Scene. And what I do is I go on there and I look for bands that are local in our area. I even go down as far as Mansfield. I picked up a couple bands, and as west as Toledo. And what I do, and it's only local bands. It's only in our Ohio area, our general Northeast Ohio area.
It's all
But,
music. It's
yeah.
not just metal. It's all music.
Yeah, it's all
Country,
music. It can
rap,
be
polka.
Yeah, whatever you.
Polka?
Yeah,
Polka.
blues.
Wow, I did not know
Yeah.
that was
Oh yeah,
out
we have a
there.
polka band. And and what I do is I go on at least twice a week and I just run through the feed and I listen and I share everything that is for every band out there, and that goes from Vent to friggin' Malice 213, Malice 213, my bad, and 213, Malice 213. And Not Your Cinderella, all those guys, every one of those guys, I try to share and get them out there and get them heard, because that's something that, in my opinion, our community has kind of lost a little focus on. And like, we have bands out there that bring their audiences in, and as soon as they leave and their fans leave, and you pay an X amount of money to go to these shows, and it's not a lot, it's like $10 at most, maybe 12. And like, okay, 15 if it's like, yeah, 15 if it's like somebody that you guys, like, a lot of people know. And the shows generally last 6 hours minimum, and stay for the whole show, man. Stay for the whole gig, bands included. If you can stay, hang out, mingle with the bands. They'd love to talk to you, they'd love to get to know you. You'd be surprised, man, how many of those bands really, they travel and get maybe gas money to make it through. And it's a sad reality, that we lose track of where these little bands, where they'll be one day. Every band you can think of that you like today that's famous started out as a local band, and somewhere, anywhere, God forgive me or whatever. Even Bieber started on the street, and for whatever purpose, that little.
You can't say that name anymore.
Yeah, I know. but I had to, just to say that's how broad of a point it is,
Yeah.
There, I spit it out. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's very true. Like, so many people have forgotten to support local bands, because that's really important.
Yeah.
Because everybody started from there,
Right.
and there's like so much good music out there.
There
Yeah,
is.
Like
At the-
my
at
favorite
the
bands,
band-
they started like in like the smallest town in California and stuff, and now like
I
they're
know, but we
on
can't
Warped
play.
Tour, they're touring with other bands
It's too
and stuff,
vulgar.
and it's
Did we
just
get
like
2 bands signed
their
last year?
support and stuff. That's
Did we get
even
2
better.
bands signed last year?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is what we
But
do.
yeah,
Is like, and what we do here is oftentimes is like we give a lot. Then we have a lot of local bands out here. It's like some of them are like friends of guys that go here. It's like, hey, look, my buddy's got a band. You want to give him an interview? Yeah. And then what happened? I think what was the 2 bands that
I
got
think
signed
it
last
was
year?
2 bands, but I don't remember which ones.
Well, I do know it's like a couple.
It's Good Night
one-
Tonight. It's
Good Night Tonight.
Yeah.
one of them.
And
They're really good.
Yeah.
I like
And I
that.
know it's like one of them is. I know one of the bands. I forget which one it was, but
Was it
they actually
Shadow?
ended up getting to play the Warped Tour at one point. They actually
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to
yeah.
play the Warped Tour.
Yeah, the Battle
and
of the Bands
actually
Warped
tour,
Tour. Yeah.
become part of it.
We
Yeah.
almost
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
we
God,
al-
I
we
didn't know
almost
what you
got
were
into
talking
it.
Is this
man.
close?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hi, Bob.
I forgot.
Hi, boss.
What is like? Are you guys fans of Warped Tour? Have you guys ever been to a Warped Tour?
I have, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
never been to a Warped Tour.
What? You have to go. You guys have to make him lose his virginity for Warped Tour now.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great thing.
It's a great experience. It's
Especially
awesome.
when you get there with the locals.
Yeah, I love the people. Like I'm honestly like a big baby when it comes to like I'm waiting in line and like all those people come with their music and stuff like that, I'm the one that buys their stuff and I'm
Right.
like listening. It's like,
But see,
"These are
that's
pretty
cool, though,
awesome,"
dude.
You know?
You know, it doesn't hurt. Like, if you got like $5 in your pocket, go grab a sticker. Or
So
go
what are you
grab one
doing
of their
Saturday?
demos
You
or
coming to a show?
yeah, we're in Youngstown. It's that way.
Yeah, and like,
Shameless
there's-
plug.
I know, there's just so many like good ones. Like I know there's this one called We Are Forever. They're really good. They started out in Indiana, and like he just came up to us and was like, "Oh no, we'll listen to my band," and they're like really good.
Sweet.
And so it's like,
And that's how you get the word of mouth out there,
yeah,
man,
and
you
it's
know?
just like
Yeah.
there's just so much good music out there.
Heck
There's a
yeah,
band when we did a show at
Akron.
Foundry when we had the other.
Oh, the Foundry out in Lakewood? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been up
yeah,
there.
we
yeah.
played the Boundary, got all those bands. What band you talking
The
about?
one from Maryland.
Oh my god, I can't remember their name.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
there was a band from
Amazing.
Maryland out there. They, oh my god, dude, they were off the chain, man. It was just like, you just looked at them and like, why aren't you guys famous? Oh my god.
You guys can't remember the name of
I
it?
cannot remember their name to save my life, man.
We can't even.
I will have to
Start
go
with
on
an
this.
S. Oh, it was. How,
Yeah,
how
it-
they sounded, they were heavy.
They're
Yeah, they were super heavy,
like
yeah.
Lamb of God heavy.
Yeah.
Like how?
Oh,
Lamb
yeah.
of God heavy.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. And it just blew your
Amazing.
mind when you looked at them. You were just like, and like they just got up there and they were just like, "Roar," and you're just like, wow, dude, you right?
I know. That's awesome.
Heck
I think
yeah.
it started with an S.
Heck yes.
Slaughtered or something like that.
Slaughter and Meridian.
Yeah.
No, Slaughter and Meridian's from Meridian. No, it's not them. I can't remember.
You guys are gonna get the
Yeah.
name like
At 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
you guys on air,
Yeah.
we'll just call and be like, "Hey,
We know the name.
Yeah, we got it. But yeah, it's appreciative of you guys doing this, man. For real, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. How long you guys been doing this?
Well, this is my first. I joined the radio station this semester, so this is my second.
This is your
my second interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your first semester.
Yeah, on campus. Yeah, but
Right,
I was
smooth.
online, but
Cool.
on campus is my first one.
I
Was
started.
that the September 18th gig?
Yep. 21.
how rude."
I started radio in fall of 2013.
Yeah.
2013? And you're just, dude, for real, man. Don't keep doing it, man. For real. For real, man.
Yeah, I started around that same time. It's like, but the station here has been around for was around for a
2010.
few years before I showed up, and they're like, yeah, it's like, look at all we do, what we do. It's like, and one of the things that Jeremiah, our general manager, told us was, hey, look. It's like one of the things I pride myself on is getting local bands in here. It's like it's a lot better than like, because I know for a fact it's like we're not going to get a big name. One, we're not going to get a big name in here, and two, it's like they appreciate it. It's like it's you know more or less it's like just okay. It's like here's an outlet for them. It's like and we've had like like multiple bands. Just matter of fact, it's like these aren't like the first pictures we've had all over these walls. We actually had like several others that had been here long enough that they actually started to fall apart. So,
Yeah, we have a big
but we
binder.
have a binder, and we actually have a binder near the desk with almost every band that has like a page. It's like a picture. It's like it has a thing of every band that we've ever had interviewed.
Dude,
It's like
that's
it comes
cool.
through. And a lot of them have been appreciative enough to like just sign it. It's like it's like we've had like a lot of bands come through here. One of them was Switchblade Scarlet, which they got their big breakthrough like MTV's Made, and like they had a lineup change. It's like and they're going on to do other stuff. But one of the guys, Spider Lane, was actually a student here, and he was a pretty cool guy.
Dude,
and he
smooth.
went off and did his own, and he's got his own band. I forget what it is now.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember what it is, but he still loves. It's like he still loves cranking out music, and it's like it's something he loves.
Yeah, and hell, he's a good friend of ours.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
it's
pretty bomb.
Spider is, yeah.
Oh yeah, he got on to me one day. I was in here and I had bought like this Alice Cooper CD that had a bunch of tracks they don't play anymore, and I put on I was thinking it was like Generation Landslide, and I started playing it. And it's like and he knocked at the door. It's like, dude, is that like some rare Cooper? I'm like, yes. He's like, thank you. Thank you. I'm tired of the crap that's been cranked out for the past 3 hours. Thank you.
Dude.
I did the Oberlin radio station for 3 years in a row. I didn't go there. I just volunteered there. It was great.
Yeah.
And for an hour, I had 8 to midnight was my show length. So for an hour and a half, I played nothing but local music, and then the other hour and a half was all requests, and then I had a little bit of time just to play whatever I wanted to.
Yeah,
But we always had bands in and out. Sometimes 2 bands a night. Always come to do a live show, play 3 songs, they leave. The other band sets up, play 3 songs, they leave. And then I remember one time Mushroomhead was in there right before they got big. Now they won't come back there.
Yeah.
See, if we ever make it famous, we'll still come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we already made
This
it.
is being recorded, so
yes.
I'm going to use this against you if you say no. So.
No, we already made a commitment. We was asked this question once before, like, what would we do if we...
Got signed to a record label.
Yeah,
And we
last
already
interview.
said that, we would continue to do the local venues. Yes, there's opportunities to do the big areas, which,
We have to.
Yeah, you're going to have to, and we do it. But it's also the fact that, that's what people pay for. That's fine. But when it comes down to it, we want a good portion of the gigs that we do to be the places where we started. The Agora, Fantasy, friggin' out there at friggin' Fastbacks, Odeon, all those places. We want to make those places and continue to support them because they need that.
Yeah.
And if we get to a situation where something good happens for us, dude, be cool about it. Help those that helped you, dude.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it will, because you guys have really good talent. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
You guys are ahead of
thank
it.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, speaking of which, dude, I love you. Got a killer radio voice, man. I was sitting there
Thanks.
studying your voice, man. I'm listening to it. I'm like, yeah, that dude's...
I took a video one class. It's like, and my professors looked at me and he said, "It's like, oddly enough, you have a very good voice for it's like for radio and media." And I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well, it's just cool. You do like what? Remember what Howard? I don't know if you ever seen Private Parts or Rip
Yeah.
or anything. Where Howard's turning you a WNBC. He said when I used my real voice, that's when things turned around. And I could tell, man, listening to you talk, it's like, yeah, his voice is. You can tell he's got the music to put that. Just to make it work. It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Reason why I have him in here helping me out is this is normally our show time. He knows your kind of music better than we do.
Oh, sorry.
It's mostly with them. It's like it's country and pop.
What?
That's her. No. When I started I started playing more alternative and stuff like that. I'm more with like.
You seen that brake light come like?
No.
She's like, whoa, dude.
Don't get it twisted.
She's like, it's not me, man.
That's not me, man.
No, that's her. Like I listen to like old things.
So this is normally your guys' time right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We asked them to help
since
us.
they're not used to like a lot of alternative music, grunge, metal, stuff like that.
Right.
It's like they had me come in here. She started getting into Iron Maiden because of me.
Really?
Yeah. So. Yeah, she didn't like the Cult too much though. It's like because I put on like a couple songs from the Sonic Temple album, and she's like, I don't like this. I'm like, really? Because this is Firewoman. This is actually
Dude.
pretty damn
Tell
good.
me what my favorite song
Edie
is.
Chow Baby, man.
Tell them what my favorite song is. Sing to
Wait, hold on, wait. You guys gotta let me do this. You guys gotta let me do this. Hold on. Wait.
It was him.
Wait, hold. His name is Tim.
Nice.
Are you the one they call Junior?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The one.
The one.
It was him. He did it.
Of course.
Yeah, my favorite song from Iron Maiden is "The Number of the Beast."
Yeah.
Dude, good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
What did you turn her on to? Like the what was it?
I actually ended up getting the Somewhere Back in Time, the Somewhere Back in Time hits album, and I was playing that a lot, and so she was listening to a few of it. It's like, that's actually pretty good. I'm like, okay, fine, here you go. And but the funny thing is, my dad got me into a lot of it because he grew up. When he was a teenager, it was that transition period. It was like when he was 10 years old. It was 1970. So he had that transition period from when he was a kid all the way through his teenage years. It's like you had like the progression from like what was the psychedelic of the 60s, going into like the folk rock and what later became classic rock.
Right.
And he said it's like one of his favorite moments was the fact that he actually got to see AC/DC with both singers. He said, when he was serving in Germany, it's like as doing artillery for the army, and he got to see AC/DC with Bon Scott perform in Germany, and then when he come back to the States, he got to see them perform with Brian Johnson.
Dude.
And
he and Brian Johnson share the same birthday. October 5th.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Dude.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like he got to see a lot of cool bands. It's like he used to go to the World Series of Rock that MMS used to have. The MMS used to have, and he said it's like he looked at me and said it's like some of those shirts I wish I still had. And I'm like, why? He's like, because the bands on there, they were playing those before they got signed. And there's guys like Springsteen. It's like Rush. It's like I think played a couple of shows. And he turned me on to that. It was like as a kid. It's like so. It was when I grew up as a kid. It's like I was listening to it was like everyone else is listening to like Barney. It's like in the little Disney lullaby stuff. I'm listening to Led Zeppelin, Whitesnake, Deep Purple, Guns N' Roses, stuff like that.
Your roots run deep in classic rock.
Yeah, it's
ultramost, really.
Yeah, it's like from my mom. It's like it was stuff like it was it was a little different because it was like classic Motown. It's like it's like a little bit of country like Charlie Daniels, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, stuff like that. And so
all the bad guys.
It's a mix. It's like just a massive mix. So it's like so I listen to like just anything I like, I listen to.
Dude, that's cool. Commendable, man. You're a lot like us. That's what we said. We intermix it, man. I mean, one day, like when we ride home from a show, he'll turn on 107.9 just for the heck of it, just because just listen to it,
Yeah, it's like my fiance. She grabbed a hold of my my phone, and I had my Spotify on, and she was scrolling through, and she's like, "Who's Yngwie Malmsteen?" I'm like, "Okay, let me play this."
I will show you.
Here, let me show you. It's like I think I played. It's like I think it was like Heaven Tonight was the one I played for her, so she liked it.
He's a shiny old god.
Oh, dude, he's insane. Old god. I had never seen anybody move around a neck like that, dude. Serious, dude. Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude.
Oh yeah, I do. It's like I really love it. It's like my dad's also into blues and stuff like that. Like
that was my dad.
Yeah, it's like stuff like it's like Johnny Lang. It's like Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Yeah, Muddy Waters, all that stuff, man.
Oh yeah, it's like he was a huge fan of Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's like he was like one of those guys that like his head was down low after he died. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh jeez.
Yeah, Stevie Ray though, man, that dude was he was there was a time when the blues was kind of just mumbling around, and then when he came around, he really helped bring blues back up to a higher standard.
Oh yeah, it's like because I like that sound, that kind of blues rock sound. It's like
Sky is Crying, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a very good one.
3 minor blues.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. Yeah, dude. What?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you start BSing about music. You totally lose track of time. You're just like,
oh Jesus! Like my fiance is the same way. It's like me and my friends will start geeking out on stuff, and then she'll just look at me and she just does the universal sign of I have no clue what you're talking about. Just
she does. Over the head.
And she's like, "What is Kroll?" It's like, okay, let me get the DVD out.
Oh my God, Kroll, dude! Now your nerd is showing, dude. I love, dude. Oh my God, that movie was so cool, man.
Oh yeah.
When they killed the old man and he went down.
Oh,
dude, you didn't see that coming at all, man. Like you knew the one guy was gonna die in the Spider Queen, but. Dude,
I have a friend of mine who complains that it's like he bought the special edition with all the behind the scenes stuff. He's like, they don't show how they built the model for the Spider Queen because they built everything.
Yeah.
That was and that's what I love it. That's why I like a lot of movies
Stop
where-
motion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's
stop
what I love
motion.
about it, because they built it. It's like literally, it's like there was a guy who sat there for like his job 8 hours a day was, okay, build me a spider, make sure there's no seams on it.
Yeah, it
We're
did.
gonna
It looked
use
beautiful,
and,
dude.
Yeah,
That was a beautiful piece. I'm often wonder where that went, man.
yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder. Like, there was an old episode of I can't remember what it was. It was on History, but they did a highlight of like Star Trek memorabilia like that, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
like found a bunch of the old ships in a warehouse and junk, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just the fact that
Oh yeah, they open them
Dude.
up, and then all of a sudden you're seeing it's like, and there's guys literally going there with a list, and he's like, "I'm pretty sure this is from this episode."
Yeah,
And
you
then
know what I'm talking about.
Then he looked at the list, and he's like, "Yep, that's right." And literally, it was like every piece of
Yeah.
memorabilia going all the way back to the '60s.
Yeah, they had like the original Enterprise, the whole bit, man. You know exactly that. Whatever it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
it was a special or something.
It was because I think what it was, Paramount was needing some money, some
they did
quick cash,
that.
and they auctioned off like
Yeah.
the vast majority of the warehouse.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I remember that, dude. That was so
And-
awesome.
Yeah, including Leonard Nimoy's original ears.
Ears, yeah.
So, yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's fun. But yeah, it's just it's like I'm nuts. It's like people look at me as like, let's see, it's like you're a geek, you're a metalhead, you're a gamer. It's like, and you're like highly opinionated. What the hell are you?
You know what you are, dude? You are you, and that's what makes it awesome,
Yeah.
dude. There was, and dude, you know, people like that are just 100% awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
For real. Those are the real people, because they live to be just a bunch of goobers. It's just like, you know,
Oh,
I am
yeah.
who I am, man. You know.
Oh yeah. It's like what surprised me is we had surprises you who's also it's like into stuff, because some people don't fit the what you would think as far as like, you know, music taste and stuff like that.
Right.
Like we have a secretary here. Her job, she works with she's the secretary for the dean of students, and we were doing a charity. We do a charity run called the Clock Tower Run. All the money goes towards scholarships. Well, what happened is before she came in, she's like, "Hey, my brother's watching. Could you do me a favor?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "Could you play Insanity by King Diamond?" I'm like, "Really?"
Sweet.
She's like, "Yeah, my brother's watching from North Carolina. He's a massive King Diamond fan."
Dude,
it's like,
I love
it's like, and she's like, "I'm more of a Merciful Fate fan personally." I'm like, okay.
Dude, that is bomb, man. With somebody, just anybody requesting King
Oh,
Diamond
yeah.
is just awesome, dude. The Dark, that was always my favorite song by him. Dark,
Yeah.
oh god, man. Like, you know, everybody's about Abigail, but man, there was just something about that song, The Dark,
Oh, yeah.
man. It was just, loved that, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's like so. So he's warming up. It's like looking like he's about ready to play. It's like, or he's about ready to kill me. It's like,
Nah, it's
That's just me.
yeah, that's just Dylan. Dylan just gets. Dylan
Yeah.
suffers from like super like hyped up ADD, so.
I'm really slow and fast at the same time.
Oh God.
So
Uppers and down.
Uppers and downers.
Oh jeez.
It's because I'm left-handed.
dude.
And my name is Fudround.
There you go.
That explains why I'm hyper hot.
Oh jeez.
So do you guys have like another song to close out the show with?
What?
You already know what I'm going to say.
I don't even know if they'll sound good, man.
Drop D.
No.
No, up E.
Try.
Yeah,
I need
E.
headphones to hear them.
You need headphones?
Yeah.
He needs headphones for the song.
Okay, I'll use those ones then.
Those reach, right? Yeah, they can. Right? Yeah, take yours off. Can they reach? No. Can I have yours? Yours are longer.
Headphone swap. Headphone swap.
Huh? What?
Swapping headphones.
Oh,
They should
sorry.
be
Flip
longer.
flopping.
I mean, you could have moved them closer, but
Could have, but then
you didn't want to.
That
I
means-
like my corner.
I like my corner.
Go to your corner.
Man, dude, for real. Alright, this is You wait till this is over, dude. You wait till this is over, man.
You gotta ride back with them.
No, I'm riding with you because we're heading back. This song's called Rot, and it's about the death of Lane Staley. The song, the idea behind it is when Lane Staley died. If you're not familiar with Lane Staley, which it's possible a lot of people aren't nowadays, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. He died laying down on his couch, and when they found him, he was just dead for like 2 weeks. And it always made me wonder what like his final thoughts were. And you know, he wasn't in Alice in Chains anymore. He wasn't lead singing with them, and he went with Mad Season for a while, and then the people said that they saw him in like bars, just kind of sitting by himself, a very lonely figure, and yeah, it's pretty harsh, man. And he died, you know, of a heroin overdose. And this is the song that I kind of came up with of what he was, you know, after he died, as he's kind of looking at himself, thinking, you know. So I don't know, or the moment he died, I don't know. If I screw it up, I apologize. I am being forced to play this by my guitarist, who's incidentally on the bass tonight. Staring out my window, watching the world go by. Wasting through my memories and kissing the past goodbye. Vacant is my vision, distant is the line. Quiet as my body rots, another day goes by. the timeless moment, reaching to the flies. Blackened as my skin becomes, blackened as my eyes. Yeah, and no one had a question now, pointing fingers That's right.
That's Nikki. He's the next DJ after
Yeah,
us.
he's
Yeah.
right after us.
We're a
Yeah,
little
sorry.
over.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
No,
apologize.
You're fine. So,
Oh, yeah.
once again, this was kr8erfase, and we enjoyed having you here on the Vibe.
We enjoyed being here.
Yes,
To have
you
you.
guys made our evening. Seriously,
Yeah.
thank you.
We'd love to have you guys later on if you guys want to come back.
Yes, sure. And this
Wait,
time we'll
just
set
let
the
us-
drums up and we'll do something
Yeah.
a little more heavy.
Alright.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't disappoint you, man. Like not doing the heavy
No,
stuff tonight. We
it's
just wanted
okay.
to.
It's good, man.
Cool.
Alright, this has been DJ Kiddo.
DJ Nana.
And this is Jack.
It's like this one, Jack.
It's a lot better, it's like, because I went through like 2 DJ names. One of them was King, and the other one was Ripper. And then after a while, I'm just like, you know what? Just never mind. Just never mind. It's like
Jack.
It's just Jack.
Just call yourself,
Alright,
yourself the
and
Pumpkin King.
Don't kill my vibe, people.
yep, don't kill my vibe. Alright,
Bye.
it's
Bye.
alright.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, Mike's Jack.